Peace. What up, y'all? This is OG10 with another My Detroit Hustle Artist Spotlight, where we tap in with the artists out here putting in work and building their movements. Today, we rocking with an artist brought to me by my homie OG Tech. And if OG Tech is vouching for somebody, I'm paying attention. Our guest today is Sleepy the Hitman, an artist signed to Bone Thugs and Harmony Records, carrying the street-driven storytelling tradition with substance, pain, survival, and success all in the bars. He has a new single out now called They Tried, and from what I've heard, he's making music rooted in real life, the kind of music we respect over here at My Detroit Hustle. We're going to talk about his journey, the Bone affiliation, the new single, the grind behind the music, and get some game from him as well. So let's tap in with Sleepy the Hitman.
Yo, what's poppin', man?
What
Hey,
up, what up, what
appreciate
up?
that intro. That intro was hard, man. You
Oh
know?
yeah.
Yes, indeed.
So what's going on with you, man?
Man, ain't nothing much to it, bro. Just sitting back. I'm actually about to get up here and do a little session after this here. That's it,
Okay,
man. We're just setting up some stuff, you know? Yeah.
okay. So for people just getting introduced to you, who is Sleepy the Hitman and where does that name come from?
Oh, man. I sleep with Hitman, man. You know, rapper, man. Artist for a long time. And I get to sleep with Hitman from it come good ways back then, you know, when I used to smoke, man. I don't smoke no more. You know what I'm saying? I used to be one of the motherfuckers, you know, that blow and be
Mm-hmm.
damn near sleep talking to you. You know what I'm saying? So he used to call me Sleepy, you know what I mean? The Hitman came years later, you know, for the music side of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I like to create a lot of hits when it comes to this music, so I went with the Hitman.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did music become your lane?
Man, music always been a part of my life. I'm talking about since I was a little kid. You know, I was brought up with the music, you know? I was brought up into the music world, so yeah, man. So it just always been my thing since I was a kid, bro.
And
Yeah.
where you from?
New Orleans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your style is described as street-driven storytelling mixed with real-life experience. How much of the music comes directly from what you've lived and experienced?
Man, it comes from everything that I grew up around and experienced, you know what I'm saying? And as you hear it in the music, that's my thing, you know. I like to really kind of be more detailed and in depth in a lot of things I grew up and listened, you know, I went through and experienced it, you know.
Okay.
A lot of people when they hear me, they can't tell I'm from New Orleans, you know, right, because of the style and all that. And then once I go to talking to them, like, damn, so where you from? I tell them, they be like, damn, I don't hear that as coming from me as an artist because the style is different.
Right.
Yeah,
So who were some of the early influences that shaped your sound?
man, I would say Bone Thugs and Harmony, man. It was the first rappers, man, that grabbed that I glued onto. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? And yeah, in my time, that was the Bones, the Pox. You know what I'm saying? I pretty was a huge fan of that fast rap.
Okay.
So yeah,
So I never heard nobody from New Orleans that didn't say Cash Money or something like that. So that's interesting.
yeah. I mean, they was part of it. They was part of it. I like the day side more. You know what I'm saying? But who I jammed and bumped every day
Right.
was Bone, Pop. You know what I'm saying? Like all the Beanie Siegels. Them the people I jammed every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you a lyricist then.
Yeah, I like the storytelling, I like the pain, you know what I'm saying? Like I like that type of music, man, you know.
Okay. So
Mhm.
so being signed and connected to Bone Thugs is a major look. How did that relationship end up happening?
Man, it all started with my dog Harold, bro. You know what I'm saying? He hit me up one time and told me about a challenge that go sit down, Stank. About a challenge that I had flesh and bone. I had wound up doing the challenge. When I got on the challenge, hold on one second.
Mhm.
Cole, man, come get them, please. Yeah, so excuse me about that, bro.
No
So
problem.
yeah, man, he hit me about the challenge that Flesh had. I wound up jumping into the challenge. When I got in the challenge, I ended up winning first place alongside with the other guys that he had picked too. And from there, you know, we met all up. You know, we shot the To the Bone video. We did it To the Bone video, and that's when I first met Flesh. I met Rush and Flesh and all the other guys that was part of it. You know, shout out to Smoke Bone. You know what I'm saying? So from there, man, we just made history. We just kept working and growing. And we shot another video called Murder Music. And that's kind of when it really kind of sealed more the relationship because, you know, if the first one didn't go through, it wouldn't have been the second one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the second one came about and we kind of sealed tight up. And from there, man, we just stayed in touch, man. We stayed working. You know what I'm saying? Flesh a real one, bro. So yeah, he made sure that we stayed tight and glued together, man. And from there, shit, it's here. You know what I'm saying? He hit me with that call and said, man, look, I got something for you. And when he told me that, I'm like, damn, it was crazy. Like the feeling was crazy, Because
Right.
I go back from when I was a kid, man, listening to these dudes, bro, and how
Right.
much they inspired me. They really the reason I rap. Before
Right.
I started listening to them, I knew nothing about how to rap. I just always had an ear for listening to music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then I started listening to them, and I'm like, damn. I listened to them so much, I studied their flow, and I'm like, damn. Next thing you know, dog, I just started doing my own thing. You know what I'm saying? So to be signed under that umbrella, it's crazy, crazy.
Right.
You know?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So, what are some of the things that you have learned from being connected to an iconic group like that?
Man, I learned a lot, man. Most of all is staying super, super humble and kind of you gotta pretty much turn your ear to some things, because there's a lot of judgmental people out here, man. Especially when you have that same similar flow. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things, man. To me, it humbled me more. You know what I'm saying? Than rather just go off the edge on everything. So yeah.
How has that affiliation like pushed you creatively or professionally in new ways than what you would have been doing on your own?
Man, the motivation of it, you know what I'm saying? It gave me a whole extra drive, put a whole extra battery in me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm creating on different levels than I was, and I thought I was creating on some higher levels then. But it's like now when I'm sitting here, man, I've been recording so much songs, and I'm sitting back and I'm like, man, the creativity is getting crazier. You know what I'm saying? So, and then me finding me more when it comes with the music instead of the fast rap, I could do it, but I want to stick to me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Rather than just. So it's the creativity, man. It done boosted up a whole lot.
Right.
Yeah.
What do people misunderstand about the work it takes once the opportunity comes? Like people feel like they made it once they hook up, but they don't really understand you just
Yeah.
getting started now.
Man, the misunderstanding, man, is like you just said, once they get in, they think they done. They could just kick back and chill. No, the party just started, bro. I'm talking about the work ethic. They got to be 10 times, 20 times harder. It's time to, because now you ain't got the eyeballs you had on you before. You got a lot of eyeballs on you. So it
Right.
comes with watching what you say, watching what you do, watching how you move, watching the people you got around you. You know what I'm saying? And everything got to be real. Everything got to be real, man. You can't do what you want to do no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be like, yeah, you gotta be on it 100%. So yeah, they get complacent once everything's signing on that line. They feel like they good. That ain't what that mean, man. Work ethic gotta grow even harder, man, for
Right.
sure.